Hello and welcome to my third and final score predictions of the World Cup group stages. We know that some teams will not be making it through to the knockout stages. We already know that some teams are pretty much confirmed to be in the last 16. But we've still got one more round to go, and we're currently halfway through round 2. Time of recording this, Poland have just beaten Saudi Arabia 2-0, and the France and Denmark game is about to start in 3/4 of an hour. But I had to get this video recorded and uploaded because there's literally no time between the two rounds. So let's begin with the games, the final games of Group A, starting off with Ecuador against Senegal. Ecuador currently top of this group, joint top with Netherlands, but Ecuador leading on goal difference. And Ecuador, nice win against Qatar on the opening day, and it was a very good point against the Netherlands really in that 1-1 draw in their last game. Really had plenty of opportunities to win that game as well. Netherlands weren't at it in that game. Playing Senegal, who did beat Qatar 3-1 in their last game, of course. They did lose 2-0 to the Netherlands on their opening day. Originally, I didn't think Ecuador were going to do that well, but I've now completely changed my mind, and I think they're going to make it through to the round of 16, and they may even top this group. I'm going to go for an Ecuador 2-1 victory in this game, and that of course will mean that Senegal does not make it, but I've been very impressed with Ecuador, and yeah, victory for them in this game. The final game in Group A is the Netherlands against Qatar, and there's only one team I'm backing here, which is the Netherlands. The question that I am asking myself is, do I think Qatar will get a consolation goal on their final game? They may do. They did get one against Senegal in that 3-1 defeat in their last game, but I am going to back a Netherlands victory. 3-0 Netherlands I'm going to go for. Of course, they weren't at it in their last game in that 1-1 draw against Ecuador, but I think they should be able to score goals against this Qatar side. So I'll go for a 3-0 victory to the Netherlands. Moving on to Group B now, we've got the final two games of Group B, with Iran against USA being the first game. Of course, Iran beating Wales 2-0 in their last game, and still really all to play for, with England topping the group currently on 4 points, and then Iran with 3 points, USA on 2. So we've still all to play for. England pretty much guaranteed unless Wales absolutely smash England 5-0, I think it is, seeing that we did get that 6-2 victory against Iran, which does boost up our goal difference. So I think England are pretty much guaranteed to make it through to the next round. It depends whether or not they'll be first or second. I do think joining England in the next round will be Iran. I think they're going to pick up all 3 points here, and I'm going to go for a high score, a 3-2 victory for Iran in this one. They've played really well. They scored 2 goals against England, 2 goals against Wales. They had more chances against Wales than they did against England, and if they take them, I think they'll be able to beat America in this one. So I'm going to go for a 3-2 victory to Iran. Moving on to the Wales and England game, of course, who will be joining Iran in the last 16. I've already mentioned England. I do think England will win this one. I'll go for a 2-0 England victory. I'm not going to go high scoring because I don't think at the moment the England attack is the best. Of course, 0-0 draw against the USA in our last game, but I do think we will be able to beat this Wales side, who haven't done well in their last 2 games. They have been poor, but the only thing that does worry me is the history with these two sides. We've got a rivalry here, so maybe Wales will just be up for the fight in this game. But I think England should be able to win this one, so I'll go 2-0 to the Three Lions. Moving on to Group D here, for some reason it's not Group C. Group C will be lower down, so we're doing Group D now for some reason. But Australia against Denmark. Of course, Denmark still to play France in just a moment's time, but Australia, good victory for them this morning, a 1-0 victory over Tunisia. I don't think they'll be able to beat this Denmark side, who did actually pick up a 0-0 draw with Tunisia in the last game, but maybe I could back Australia to get one. I mean, they did score one against France, scored one against Tunisia, but I don't think they'll get one against Denmark, and I'll just go for and a comfortable 2-0 victory for Denmark in this one. I'm going to go for the exact same here as well for the Tunisia-France game. France did well, scored 4 goals against, was it 4 or 5 actually, I'm not sure, 4-1 or 5-1 against Australia. Yeah, they'll win this one, but I don't think they're going to go as crazy as they did against Australia. But I do expect France to make it through to the knockout stages and into the last 16. So, yeah, good victory for France here. And then here is Group C, Poland against Argentina. Of course, Poland in their last game hasn't updated because they've still got the 0-0 draw with Mexico. Poland have just beat Saudi Arabia 2-0 in their last game. Argentina in their last game, of course, they did lose 2-1 to Saudi Arabia, and Argentina and Mexico were playing tonight. I expect Argentina to win this one. This group is a very tight one. Both, all 4 sides, considering if Argentina do beat Mexico tonight, let's not just pretend that Argentina is going to walk it. But I do think they are going to win this game. I will back Poland to get one. No, I'll go for 3-0 Argentina victory actually here. It was a bit unlucky with their 2-1 defeat against Saudi Arabia. They had loads of chances. They do have to work on their offsides a bit, but I think they'll be able to score goals in this one. And I did originally think Poland may be able to get a consolation, but I'll go for a 3-0 Argentina victory in this one. And then the final game in Group C, Saudi Arabia against Mexico. Saudi Arabia, they've played well throughout. They played well against Poland, but obviously not scoring in their last game. I do think they'll get one in this one, and I'll go for a 2-1 victory to Mexico in this one. I do think Mexico will win this one. So we'll move on now to Group F, which is Canada against Morocco. This one going to be a good one, of course. All 4 teams in Group F, they're playing tomorrow, but Canada, they did lose to Belgium, narrow 1-0 in their last game. Morocco, they got a 0-0 draw with Croatia in their last game. I'm going to go for a draw in this one. Not much between the 2 sides, but I am going to back both sides to score in a 1-1 draw. I may be going for a little bit of an unexpected result for this one, but I am going to go for a 2-1 victory to Croatia in this one. Of course, I did say they did pick up a 0-0 draw in their last game. Good defence, obviously not scoring. They did have chances in that game, but I just wasn't really impressed with the Belgium side that I watched beat Canada. Canada had plenty of opportunities in that Belgian game, and I think if we've got a Croatia side getting those chances, I think they're putting them away. So I'll back both sides to score. Maybe a bit of an unexpected result here, as I did say, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Croatia in this one. We'll move on now to Group E, where we've got Costa Rica against Germany. Of course, Costa Rica did lose 7-0 to Spain in their last game. Germany also lost 2-1 to Japan in their last game. All 4 of these teams in action tomorrow. I'm going to go for a Germany victory in this one. I mean, I have to. But yeah, they weren't the best in that Japan defeat. I mean, they did have a few opportunities, but the Japanese defense, they stayed strong, and well, Germany couldn't find a way through. I do expect them to find a way through Costa Rica, though. I mean, Spain did put 7 past them. I don't think Costa Rica will be able to score, and I am going to go for a 2-0 victory to Germany. It'll be a comfortable, I don't think it'll be massive, but I'll go 2-0 Germany victory. And then the final game in Group E, Japan against Spain. It's going to be a good one, this, because, of course, Japan are in action against Costa Rica tomorrow. And if Japan win that one, and there's a good opportunity they will, it is going to be tight. I mean, Germany may already be knocked out because, of course, Spain are playing Germany. And if Spain win that one, Germany's out, and probably Japan are going to take their place. I don't think Japan will win this one against Spain, but as I said, it's all up to them for Costa Rica in that game to see if they make it through to the last 16. I don't think Japan will score, although the fight that they did have in them to come back against Germany was really good. The Spanish side in their 7-0 victory against Costa Rica. I know it was only against Costa Rica, but I was very impressed with it. I'll go for a 3-0 victory to Spain in this one. Yeah, nice comfortable victory for them. And we'll move on to the final 2 groups now. Group H, Ghana against Uruguay. Of course, the old rivals meeting again. I'm going to go for a Uruguay victory in this one, though. I'll back both sides to score. And yeah, 2-1 Uruguay in this one. South Korea against Portugal. South Korea did well to hold on to a 0-0 draw with Uruguay in their last game. Against Portugal side, who did beat Ghana 3-2 in their last game. A little bit of a nervy finish. Of course, they were 3-1 up. Ghana did get that late goal, but not enough time for them to find an equaliser. I do think Portugal will win this one, but it'll be very tough to try and find a way through the South Korea defence, as we saw against Uruguay. They had, it was, really good defence. I'll go for a victory to Portugal, though, but only the narrow 1-0, and then we'll finish off with the final group, the final 4 games of the group stages. Cameroon against Brazil. I expect Brazil to win this one. Of course, Brazil, they did beat Serbia 2-0 in their last game, and I will go for a 3-0 victory to Brazil in this one. And then Serbia against Switzerland. Switzerland did pick up, was it 1-0? 1-0, yeah, 1-0 against Cameroon in the last game. Serbia, I expect them to pick up something in this game. I'm going to go for a draw. I'll go for a high-scoring 2-2 draw to finish us off in this one. And yeah, we'll wait and see who makes it through to the last 16. And then, of course, I will be bringing you my score predictions for that stage of the competition nearer the time. So if you did enjoy, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.